Retail participation in Indian equity markets has been a very important component. Almost 50% of the market activity is non-institutional, non-proprietary, so it largely covers the retail landscape. And as I said, we've added almost 15 million new investors to the markets in the last 15 months itself. And obviously the participation through mutual funds has also grown quite substantially in terms of retail participation. So I think this is a good trend because we want retail participation in markets to improve, and the penetration levels are still low and have a long way to go. The corollary to that is obviously disciplined market development. And as a frontline regulator, we've done a lot in terms of making sure that investor education, product suitability, and the overall governance of trading members, listed corporates, etc., as a frontline regulator have been significantly enhanced in order to make sure that, from a risk management perspective, as well as from an investor education perspective, people are aware of what the risks are, people are aware of what products they should get involved in, based on their knowledge and risk appetite, etc. So we're doing a lot from a regulatory perspective for investor protection, investor awareness, and to enhance the overall supervision and governance of trading members and listed companies. So there's a lot that's been done on that front, not only by NSE, but also by the regulator, which is SEBI.
Also, I want to talk about the ETF market, which is burgeoning in India. For the NSE itself, you listed your 100th such instrument recently. How do you see the market evolving? Because now we are seeing the trend of thematic ETFs coming in, ESG ETFs, ESG derivative ETFs, and the like. So how are you looking at deepening this market with more products? What's the pipeline looking like here?
I think the ETF market has come a long way. If you look at just the equity ETF volumes and equity ETF AUMs, not volumes, those have actually doubled over the last 3 years. And as you rightly said, there are more than 100 ETFs that are benchmarked to the Nifty. So I think the growth in the ETF market has been quite significant over the last 3 years. I expect this to continue at a fairly good pace going forward, because I think investors have also realized that this is a simple product, and a lot has been done in terms of investor education surrounding ETFs, not only by NSE but by the entire ecosystem, whether it's the asset management companies, etc. And we do believe that this is the right product for the retail investor, as certainly as a first entrant into the market. It is a simple product. It is a relatively cost-effective product, and we certainly believe ETF volumes will increase quite substantially. There are various types of ETFs that are also seeing traction in terms of whether it's thematic funds, ESG, etc. that you said, but those still have a long way to go. Volumes in those and AUMs in those products are still relatively low. But as the overall ETF market picks up, I'm sure the thematic and ESG products will also pick up.